Hi YouTube, please give me a moment while I connect to Facebook. Be getting started shortly. And I think we should be live on Facebook. Hi everybody, welcome to the Strategic Swing Trader. I am Sami Abasad, Director of Education at T3 Live. Hope you're doing well. I hope you are having a wonderful weekend. Before we get started, as always, a standard required disclaimer to let you know that trading is risky and that whatever we discuss is for educational purposes only. If you're new to our channel and you haven't done so, please download the free ebook. Link for that is in the description. If you find benefit in today's video, be sure to hit the like button, comment, and subscribe. And if you have any questions for us, email us info@t3live.com. We are here to help you. All right, let's get started. We're going to go over the market. We're going to go over the list of ideas that I have for you for this week and see what we can find. The market, especially the NASDAQ, as represented by the Qs. Actually, the Qs is the top 100 companies in the NASDAQ, but they make up like 99% of the market cap for the NASDAQ. So it really serves as a tracking ETF for the whole NASDAQ. The Qs weekly chart, wow, we got a nice reversal bar. So if we take out the low of last week's low, which is 420.50, likely lower, we will see a drop in the market, especially the Qs, despite not much of a reversal bar at all. And the IWM has just been basing on the daily chart the last few days. So it's not a very clear picture. Again, the Qs certainly looks like it wants to come in. The SPY and the IWM don't necessarily look similar at all. The SPY is a little bit toppy as well, but not as toppy as the Qs. And the IWM, I don't know, it's been just neutral, basing. One thing I want to say is, in trading, we look for tight patterns, because when you have a tight pattern, once the stock goes above it or below it, then you get follow through. This is not a tight pattern if you look at the hourly chart. Meaning, we take out 420.50, whatever I said was last week's low. It's not coming from a tight pattern. So I don't know if we're gonna follow through. But again, the Qs does look toppy. So I would expect a pullback if we take out 420.50. But it's not a for sure thing. So that's my take on the market. In terms of the ideas, the swing ideas, I have way too many. I dropped my complete list in the description, but here's the ones that I picked for this video, okay? I have the ALLK as a long over $1.37 or so. Target is about 2 and stop is under 113. So it's about a 25-cent stop and about a 70 cent target, okay, on the ALLK. ASC and the oil shippers are very bullish. Oil in general is very bullish, is starting to look really bullish. I haven't looked at USO, but I know the individual, USO is very hot. The individual oil stocks that came up while I was scanning, they were all bullish. So again, oil shippers, we have the Sting. I called it last week on this video, we talked about it, and I called it in the newsletter. So this is the hottest thing, I think, but they're all bullish. TNK is bullish, TK is bullish, and then ASC has a pattern. If you want to try over the prior high right here, which is 1655, stop under 1580. So the ASC, if you look at the weekly, it looks really pretty. If you look at the monthly, even better. So it looks like it's gonna retest the prior high, the all-time high on the ASC. CLRB is more of a weekly, monthly transition A breakout. So check it out on the larger time frame. The daily is a breakout. The weekly is even better. And the monthly, the monthly I'd have to open up the chart to show you. But basically, long idea over about $4. Stop under the lows here. I don't know what the lows is. You'd have to check. It's 325. So about 4 by 325 on the CLRB. Crypto starting to look better after dropping from 49,000 to 38, 39. Starting to look a little bit better. So I like Bitcoin over last week's high. If it can take out, this week's high. So I can show you, but I don't have the crypto charts up yet. So here they are. This is the weekly chart, but let me fix it. I think this should be kind of oops, in the frame. It's not working, sorry. So here it is, sort of, but basically over this bar's high, last week's high, or this week's high is okay too, but last week's high, stop under this week's low on Bitcoin. It's looking good again. And so one of the Bitcoin stocks that I like, that I do have a position in already, but it was an anticipatory entry, is Coinbase. Coinbase, I called it long, I don't know where, here, took half, which I regretted, and then I don't know where I took the back half, but it was an amazing play, and it went up further than I even thought. I like it over 128.15. Stop under 118.90 as an anticipatory weekly buy setup, basically on the Coinbase. Okay. DOCU is a daily breakout, weekly transition A breakout, and then monthly is also transitioning. So I like it higher over the base, over here, whatever the highest point is, stop under it. It's just a transition A breakout on the weekly and the monthly. HCC coal stocks are bullish. So HCC over 65 by 63.28. Look at BTU. That's really bullish, but it's too far gone, I feel. I don't think it's totally too far gone. Here's a base breakout, sort of, right? It's gonna be would be an hourly base breakout, but the HCC has got a daily buy setup. IP, is this, oh no, this is paper. I thought this is agricultural, because the chemical stocks, agricultural stocks, the defense stocks like Clorox, I think CLX, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? IFF, 1, 2, 3, IP, 1, 2, 3. So those three, IP, IFF, and CLX, which are not even on the list, look good. They're starting to look good. Over the base, stop under yesterday's low, Friday's low. PAGS is a software stock, and I called it, was in it from here to I don't know where exactly. It was nice, and then it continued to base. Look at the weekly on this one, and look at the monthly. Beautiful, love it. So like it higher over 1340. Stop, that's the tricky part. Where do we put the stop? It's not an exact base, it's just moving up. Do we put it here? That would be a really big stop. Or do we put it under 1220? That's where I want to put it, is under 1220. Okay, on the PAGS, because it's also last week, this base here, the low from the last couple weeks. It's 1219, it's not even 20, under 1219. PINS as a breakout, it also looks beautiful on the monthly. All of these probably look good on the monthly and the weekly. So I like it higher over 38.66. Stop can be placed under Friday's low, or safer would be under 36 bucks, 36.11 on the PINS. SBGI, media stocks and telecom are also bullish. So SBGI, which I was in, but I trailed it out under this bar's low. Bad exit. So I got out this day, and then the next day it went up over 10%. So it looks higher. AT&T looks higher. VZ looks higher. Comcast, which I'm in, looks higher. So again, telecom and media stocks look higher. So this one needs to take out 1760. Stop under 1650. The SCS is Steelcase, which is the kind of chair that I use. I mean, that's the brand name. It's a weekly buy setup right here, and here's the hourly. It's an hourly base breakout over the base, stop under it. Looks nice. Target 1425, the prior high on the SCS. Shop already in it, but looking to add to it over the daily highs. Stop right here. So Shop looks beautiful on the weekly and the monthly. Silk has been basing. It shook out a little bit on Friday, if you see what happened here, and it went right back up. So I like it as an hourly base breakout over the high, over about 1565. stop under 1464. This is 1465, I think. So it's about $1. Basically, it's about $1. Target, 20 bucks on the silk. TCMD, I tried to play it one of these days and it didn't work. And what was I doing? I was doing the, I was trying to do the monthly buy setup. It didn't fail, but it shook me out. I'm looking to get back in it over Friday's high. The stop can be placed under Friday's low for a tight stop, or safer stop would be under the double bottom right here. Safer, but bigger stop, so less shares. Can't take as much size. That's the TCMD. TMF was one of my nicest plays in December, I guess. Called it 3 or 4 times, meaning I added to the position. I permitted on the way up. I don't know where the exact entries were, but got out of half here and I think out of half here. I mean, perfect. So I liked it, came in a lot, and now if you look at the weekly, it's got a buy setup. TMF is the leveraged TLT. So here's TLT. It's the same, but TMF is the leveraged 20-year treasury. So it's a weekly buy setup. The trigger for it is over 56.64. Stop is under 53 bucks, okay, on the TMF. What I liked about it, if you look at the TLT, but you can also look at the TMF, is that it was down a lot into the all-time low, into this major base, and it printed the biggest volume bar ever. So that told me that's the bottom. So that's what I liked about the TLT, but I opted to play it with the TMF since it gives you, better bang for your buck. It's leveraged. The TPX is a base breakout. Looks nice over the base. Excuse me. What doesn't look nice about it is the flat 20. So that's what doesn't look about it, good about it. But over the base, stop right here. It's even a better weekly chart, I think, on the on the TPX. Really nice weekly. And then ULTA, of all names, because I don't usually play $500 stocks, came up in the room last week, and I immediately liked it. That's the weekly, and that's the monthly, and here's the weekly base breakout. Beautiful. So the issue is, where do we place the stop? We know the entry is over 500 bucks. Where do we put the stop? Right here. That's the safest part. But then, again, you lose the reward to risk. The reward to risk becomes not so good if we put the stop under the base, which is the right place to put it. But one can also use the tighter stop, which is under Friday's low, 488.75. Call it 488 even. The shorts, I have a long list for this week. I have AEHR base breakdown, looks good. I like it. So under Friday's low, stop just over the double top right here. The ALEC is the daily sell setup, so short under Thursday's low, 593, stop over 640, which is Friday's high. BB is a 1234, short under 284, stop over 306. DADA is Chinese. This one maybe so far looks the best, but the issue is, where do we place the stop? We know where the entry is under $1.99, but where do we put the stop? Do we put it over 210, 211, Friday's high? That's 210. Or do we put it over 233? So that's up to you. That's the issue, is if we use the tight stop, and the stock gets down to the lows, it'll make 4 R's. If we use the wide stop, it will make only 1.5 R's. R's means risk unit. So whatever you risk, if you use the tight stop, you'll make 4 times that amount, if assuming the play gets down to the prior low. And if we use the wide stop, then it's only 1.5 times. The DTC triggered on Friday, but I like it so much, I'm looking to add to it tomorrow. Look at the weekly on this. That's a weekly 1, 2, 3, 4 setup. So I like it under 280 by 316. 316, correct. Looks beautiful, DTC. EVGO is a beautiful 1, 2, 3 on the daily, but also you can say a daily base breakdown. Short, stop, and target. Okay, I haven't been finding a lot of good shorts, but clearly this list is not bad at all. MPW, which I shorted on the breakdown right here, so under this bar's low, so it triggered me here, and then I had to trail out of it. Didn't look good anymore. Now I'm looking to get back in it. It would be under 320. Stop over 344 on the MPW. PACB is a daily sell setup. So short under Wednesday's low, 688 it looks like. Stop over 750. So it's a big stop on the PACB. Pfizer, which I played long thinking this is the climactic bottom on the Pfizer over here, and with the big volume spike, didn't work. It didn't work, but looks lower if it can take out 2736 on the PFE. Stop over 2791. Tesla looks lower if it can take out 180. Stop over 186, and the target should be the weekly or the prior weekly pivot around 150 on the Tesla. Looks good actually, lower. The WOOF, it looks beautiful. WOOF looks really good under 249 it looks like. Stop, the tighter stop is 271, or wider stop, safer, 286, and that's what I would go with on the WOOF. Looks beautiful. Tried to go higher on Friday, and notice it got sold, so it ended up being a topping tail or a shakeout. So if it can break under Friday's low, under the base 249, I think this one will look really good. All right, that's it for this week. If you want to find out the exact entries, stops, targets, and plays that I'm picking, because I'm not going to take every single play on the list, and then check out the link in the description. You can join me for the first month for I think $49, and you get all the earnings plays for the month also. So you get the regular swings in the morning, 2 hours before the market open. You get an email with the list of stocks that I picked, and then in the afternoon you get an email with the list of companies that I'm looking to play before they report earnings. So all right, link in the description. Again, if you found benefit in today's video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and reach out to us, info@t3live.com. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful rest of the day. And go Niners!